So we had some more good news this week in Victoria with the easing of restrictions. That's good news for the economy, it's good news for everyone's confidence, and in particular we had some good news for real estate this week. From the 1st of June, an increase from 10 to 20 people able to inspect a property at any one time, which will make it much easier for prospective buyers to view properties. The number able to attend an auction also increased from 10 to 20, which is great news for those wanting to bid in person, but we would still strongly advise that you register your intention to bid with us prior to the auction so that we can work with you to enable you to be there on the day. So that's great news for both vendors and purchasers, making it easier to inspect and to bid, and it's also really good news for those looking to just research the market and get out and have a look and see what's really happening on the ground out there. So since the restrictions were eased back on May the 11th, we have seen a gradual increase in the number of people willing to go to an auction or come to an open for inspection. And this past weekend, we saw 105 auctions conducted with a very impressive clearance rate of 81%. With a relatively low number of auctions, it's hard to draw an absolute conclusion, but it does reinforce what I've been saying over the past few weeks, that we still have more buyers than we have sellers. As you can see in this chart, since the end of April, the total number of listings across the Barry Plant network has fallen by about 5% and continues to remain low at around 2,190 listings. Whilst that drop is significant, the total industry decrease in listings is even more significant. The most recent CoreLogic data shows that the total number of listings across the Melbourne market is down 25.1%, but even more telling is that the number of new listings is down even further, showing a 35.5% reduction when compared to this time last year. So what does all that really mean? It means that supply is not keeping up with demand, and that's why we're seeing auction clearance rates high and prices staying stable. My advice for potential sellers right now is that we don't know what's coming in future months. So if you're serious about selling, I'd suggest you talk to your local Barry Plant agent right now about how we can work with you to get your property sold in the current market. And for buyers, if you see a property you like, I wouldn't be hesitating, because right now there simply aren't enough properties around and you might miss out. So as I mentioned last week, we've secured a great deal with the Herald Sun to promote your property to the biggest newspaper readership in the country. With most local newspapers no longer being printed, the Herald Sun is one of the few print mediums available to us to promote your home. At a cost of only $75 plus GST, it is an incredibly affordable and powerful option to get your home sold in the current market.